Okay. Woo. Sorry about that. I was trying to get somebody to join the stream. Ha. Ooh, man, did I have a wonderful weekend. Man, what's happening YouTube? VmakVenterol here, and I'm back with another exciting adventure, another episode of After Hump. This one, I don't know if this is going to be short or long. I have no idea. But, this is a topic that, I've been thinking about for a while now, too. Oh, boy. Let's talk about those phone games. Oh, buddy. What can I say about phone games? Where should I even begin? Oh, good grief. I'm actually playing a phone game right now. Playing a phone game as of right now. Alright, so here's the thing about phone games. I promise you, phone games may seem innocent, but I promise you, no matter what phone game you get, they always want you to buy stuff. You ever notice that? I've noticed it. Any phone game you play, whether it's free, whether you gotta buy it, they always want you to buy stuff. They're like, hey, come here. Buy these jewels. Hey, come here. Buy this power-up. Hey, get this pack and jump ahead of other people. Do this, do that. Hey, I have a good idea for you. Why don't you throw in $5 and we'll give you everything to get ahead of the people who've been playing for months. Let's do it. Sounds like a plan. Besides the fact that, you know, hey, put money into the game and surpass everybody who actually knows how to play? Maybe? I don't know. Dude, the game I'm playing currently is called Daybreak Legends. Let me tell you something about Daybreak Legends. I have never seen a game where you can click a button. Yeah, pretty much I've never seen a game where you can click a button and walk away and come back to it and you're still playing the game. Actually, you know what? I want to go and do the main thing. A little bit stuffy. I'm gonna go down here and do this one and then go get the big one. Anyways. Yeah, Daybreak Legends. Fun, awesome little game. You click a button, you click an auto button, right? You go to a mission, your person automatically fights. Like, there's no ifs, ands, buts, it just automatically fights. Just does whatever. So you know what I did when I started? I clicked auto, and I watched my automatic person fight. I watched them fight. Why? Because I'm trying to learn how to combo, I'm trying to learn, you know, strategy, just everything. So I just hit auto on it, just sit there for, you know, a good 10-15 minutes, watch my person just destroy everybody, and I'm like, okay, so that's how you do combos. Alright, that's that your idea is, you know, pull everybody closer and continue to whack them. Gotcha. What? Lady, I just ran around the car to hand you whatever it was, but you obviously you don't need it bad enough. But no, like, it's a game that I have never truly seen. I mean, you got your big community full of, you know, multiple players. It's on the phone. It's good graphics. You get, what is it, 4 classes to choose from, which is fine. That's more than enough for a phone game. you know, you got your guilds, you got, you know, your wars. I mean, can you name to me another game where you could go in and actually get married in a game? Like, that's insane. And the thing, it all came because me and my buddy was trying to find a game. Because, I mean, okay, let's face it. Me and my friend, we destroy phone games. We go through so many of them. It is beyond stupid. Like, we pick a game, in like a week's time or so, we're done with the game. We're almost max level. We're like, we can't even play with each other in this game. Let's find a different game. And it's been like this for a few months now. Until he found this one, and it's actually kind of funny how he found this one. JTF, get out the way. So how he found this one was he was sitting on Facebook one day, and this was a Facebook recommended game. They're like, hey, based on what you play and based on what we see, you should... I should reload. Ha. No, they're like, you should play this game. And he told me about it. I think he played like a couple days before I did. And then he's like, oh, I'm level like, I think by the time I started, he was like level 40 or 30 something. I'm like, alright, cool, we got this. We got this, we'll go, we'll try this game out. I'm telling you, we started playing this game, we have not even picked up or touched any other phone game ever since. None whatsoever. Like, we eventually got rid of all the other phone games we were playing at the time, because there was no point. Because we were like, oh, we found the perfect game for us. Not even a month into the game, I think we're on week 3, and he's already max level. It is insane. Besides the fact that, you know, you got phone games and sometimes they require certain, you know, conditions, like most games do, with like, you know, what your phone needs to have, you know, like it needs to have 3 gigabytes of RAM, it needs to have this much space, yada yada yada. The only other thing that kind of, at least in my opinion, is a little bit frustrating, and I know you guys had this problem sooner or later, is you'll find a phone game, right? You'll find a phone game, you'll fall in love with the phone game. It's like, it's the most amazing game you have ever played. And then, your phone gets an update, and you go back to the phone game, and you can no longer play that phone game, because the people who made the phone game, like the company who made the game, are not keeping up with updates. And then you're just left with nothing. And you're sitting there and you're like, but I was almost done with it. This happened to me when I found, what was it? It was Chaos Ring. I was looking for something that was kind of turn-based, that was kind of like a slow-paced kind of game, and I found Chaos Ring. This was like a Final Fantasy for phone games. Let me explain something to you. Okay, the only time I really buy phone games is around Christmas time, because those deals are unpassable. Like you can pass them up if you want, but those are like the best time to buy phone games. Like, I bought the Amazing Spider-Man 2. I bought it for my son. Original price $7. It's on sale right now for like $1 or something. I think this is the last day for the sale. But no, I found the game. Alright, I found a game. It's called Chaos Ring. You know, I started playing it. I was like, oh, this game's awesome. You know, I got it on sale for 99 cents. Now, let me explain something to you. I got Chaos Ring, and then I turn around and I got the game that came out afterwards, but based on the storyline, it was the game before Chaos Ring. I'm like, alright, well, I'm gonna play this one, and then I'm gonna play Chaos Ring. You know? It's all good. Start playing, I think it was a Mega Ring or something. Oh, I don't remember. I still have it. I can still download it. I can still play it. If I can find a device that does not upgrade. If I get a new device and just don't upgrade it, I can play it. Other than that, it is completely useless. So I started playing this game. I get what I feel. Okay, if I were to be very honest with myself, I think I get about like maybe a third into the game. Maybe. I'm not sure how much stuff this had, but I was pretty up there. I was pretty high up there. I think I was like level 30, maybe 40 something. I was getting there. Phone didn't update. I didn't update. And then the game would never load. Ever. Again. I'm like, son of a bee! I absolutely hate that. I put money into the game to buy the game. I started playing the game. It was a game that you could actually play offline. Like, if you had no data, you could just turn on the game and play. And I'm like, that is the best thing. I kind of want to buy that, but it's debatable. Anyways, that was the best thing. Is that, oh my God, you don't need data to play this game. This is fantastic. Fantastic. Oh, it just goes down my one. Okay. I'm like, okay, well, you know what? I eventually turned around, bought a tablet. Right? I used a tablet that my wife was no longer using because there was something wrong with the charging cord on it. I was like, alright, cool. Ain't no biggie. So I used this tablet. Yes, I am. I use this tablet. You know, I actually hold the charging cord just right at the right angle to charge up the tablet. Started using her, what was it, Kindle Fire tablet. Started playing the game again, right? And then my son eventually breaks his tablet, and eventually I gave it up to my son because I'm like, he's more important than my need of playing this game. And again, I still have it. It's still in my little save file and Google Play, so I can just type in my email. You know, it pops up, but it sits there, unbeaten, unachieved. And I absolutely cannot stand it when you find a game that you fall in love with and you can't even do anything with it because the people who made the game are not keeping up with updates. And is it that, or they eventually they made what was it? They kept going on with the series. Like, I think they're up to 4 or 5 now. But the last one I looked at, like the newest one, it looked like Kingdom Hearts kind of style gameplay, and I'm like, that is insane. But I'm like, I'm not gonna play it. Why? I'm not gonna get it. I'm not gonna play it. Get into it, fall in love into it, and then the next game comes out, and you guys just completely, you know, shit on the previous games. And you're just like, I don't care. I really don't. It's sad, really. It really is sad. So, okay. I have to tell you guys, story time. Eventually I'll put all my stories into like a little collage. Story time. Okay. One of my nephews, or should I say my wife's nephew now, he wants me to get into a game. A game that I had swore up and down I would never play again because of how much I raged on this game. Now, I'm not one to really rage on games. I mean, yeah, I get frustrated from time to time because I can't do things. I'm a human being. It happens. But to actually go into full-blown rage on a game is insane. Okay. you guys are gonna make fun of me. The game was Clash of Clans. Now let me start off by saying this. In my first run of Clash of Clans, I was doing super well. I got to the point where every day before I went to work, I bought an 8-hour shield to make sure I was protected the entire time I was at work. And then when I got close to being done, I bought another 2-hour shield to make sure I had enough time to get home, relax, do what I gotta do, turn around, do all my upgrades, all this other stuff. It was insane. I probably should have got people, but oh well. I'm not gonna be playing much longer. Completely, like I got so engaged into this game that like it started to consume me. Not as bad as Tekken though. Not as bad as Tekken, but it started to consume me, and I was just like, all right, ain't no biggie. I got to the point where if I wasn't buying a shield to protect myself every time I went to work, I was losing massive materials. And after a while, I was like, I should not have to put this much energy into a game on the phone. And honestly, I have not really put that much effort towards another phone game ever since, until the game I'm playing now, until Daybreak Legends, where I'm actually thinking about going up the VIP thing. But in order to do that, you gotta pay money, and I'm just like, my main concern is that if I start putting money into this game and people don't keep up with the updates and I can't play this game no more, I'm gonna be super upset. Come here, buddy. Come on. Peek. Peek. Just gotta get the handgun. That's like my one biggest fear with phone games now, is you find a game that you love, and then you can't do anything else about it, just whatsoever. So, going back to my story, I get this game, right? I'm doing okay on the game, I'm doing well. I start raging because at this point, I kind of refuse to buy shields, because I'm constantly buying shields left and right, daily, to protect my resource and all this other stuff. Eventually, I got to the point where I'm like, I'm done. I'm done. This game is gotten to the point where it consumes my life, and I'm done. I'm done. I can't have this. It was starting to become like World of Warcraft for people. It's like, as they like to say, the relationship killer. World of Warcraft. It started to become like that for me with Clash of Clans. It was consuming my life, and I'm like, I can't have it. So my wife's nephew-in-law, he's been wanting me to play Clash of Clans. High up there in level. He was really high up there in level and all this other stuff. And he goes, I was over there at my wife's parents' house. Was it Saturday? No, Sunday. No, Saturday. Was it Saturday or was it Sunday? It was Sunday when we were over there. I didn't really think about this for a second. This is a lot that has happened. A lot has happened. So, I was over there Sunday, and, I was just, trying to catch up with the kid, trying to, see how things were going and stuff like that. And then he immediately comes to me and he goes, "You want to play Clash of Clans?" I hesitated. I'm like, I don't know. I don't know about this. I don't know. Just, me and Clash of Clans, we clash. It don't work that well. It really doesn't. And then he tells me that he made it, that things weren't working out with his group and his guild on the server, and a lot of people left. So he made he started over, and he's only been 2 days into the game. Now, I made a rule for myself long ago that I wouldn't play games unless somebody else was playing it. Somebody else that I know. Because it got to the point where I was playing so many games, it was getting kind of retarded. At least in my opinion. So, it got to the point where I had, like, over the course of our, like, Christmas break and, you know, opening up presents and eating a bunch of delicious cookies and, like, desserts and all this other stuff, going over to, you know, my grandma's house, you know, all this stuff, I was constantly thinking about, do I want to put myself back into a situation where I'm constantly playing a game that I was beginning to rage at? I had to really think about it. And then I was like, well, what was the difference between this time and last time? Well, first of all, I know what to do, what not to do from my previous gameplays. Second of all, I'm actually going to be part of a guild, so maybe it won't be as bad. Like, maybe I don't, like, have to worry about it as much. But then my final thing was that I'm only playing one phone game right now. I mean, besides the fact that you can only do so much in that game before, you know, you have to wait for stuff to reset. Like, do I really want to play another game? That was my thing. I'm like, the guy seemed like he was right on top of me for a second. That's a purple. I don't like that. I don't like the purples. I don't like the purples. I really don't. Reload this mofo. Oh, there's 2 of them. Oh, whoop-de-doo. So, you know, eventually, it was Monday night, and we were leaving, and he was going over to a friend's house, and he was leaving there. He was literally in the car, and I had to go move my car so that way, you know, these people could leave. And I was outside, and he was just kind of waiting on, you know, his friend's mom to come out and take them to their house or whatever. And in a brief instant, I decided, better known to me, I decided to actually take a risk. I said, hey, I will play this game with you. He goes, oh, cool, well, my guild's, I was like, don't give me no info on you or your guild. Just don't. Just give me a week, and then I will contact you. He goes, okay. That was a Monday. Today's Wednesday. It's been 2 days. I haven't even played this game yet. The only other thing that's stopping me from playing this game is whether or not do I want to make videos on this game and put this stuff up on my YouTube.
We used to watch games there together.
That's the only thing. Oh, good grief. I mean, you're talking to a guy who bought a game because a whole bunch of coworkers were playing the game, and they're like, oh, it would be nice if you would play this game with us because I know that you're good at games and you could help us out. You're talking to a guy who bought a game doing Black Friday sale for, like, I think it was 20 bucks, maybe 15 bucks, and then on top of that, but went as far as, who's calling me? It's the unknown number. Okay, I've been having a number call me daily, and it's just unknown, and I'm like, I'm not answering. Anyways, so you're talking to a guy, he bought a game during Black Friday for 20 bucks. It was Destiny. Told these people at work, hey, I got this game, I haven't started it yet. What's your guys' level? What's your stuff? What's the dealio? Was told that, you know, they're at the max level. They got, I'm gonna do a 1-gun challenge with this person. Just one gun. Just one main gun besides the handgun. That's it. still not level 5. Was told that these guys had legendary equipment, had what was it? Was max level, had legendary equipment, had all this stuff, right? And they're like, it would take you. I said, all right, well, I guess we can do like a raid on let's say Saturday. And they're like, wait a minute. Now, mind you, this was like Monday. They're like, wait a minute. Didn't you tell me you bought the game Saturday morning since Friday night? I was like, yeah. It's like, and you haven't played it yet? Yeah. They're like, dude, it took us weeks, like even months to get this far. You mean tell me you're gonna? I told them straight out. I was like, give me 7 days. In 7 days, I'll be ready to roll with you guys. They laughed because they thought I was joking. They obviously don't know how they don't know how much I love the thrill of a grind. They just don't understand, especially if I put myself into it. They don't understand. So in 4 days time of me starting to play the game, in 4 days time, I was max level in 4 days. In 5 days, I had gotten a couple legendary items, and I was stronger than most of them. By the time the raid happened, I was stronger than the strongest person out of the group of people I was working with. In 7 days. You know, I helped them out with, help them out with raids, I helped them out with this and that, and eventually I got to the point where, like, you know, some of them still played, and some of them moved on. And to be very honest, I haven't picked up the game since. I need to. I mean, it had an awesome story. The second one came out. Yes, I'm referring to Destiny, people. Destiny was like a nice blend of Halo and something else. And, you know, it really was a fun game. It really was. For the brief period that I played it. It was an amazing game. But getting back to the matter at hand, the phone. Okay. I don't know if it's just me, but maybe it is just me. I don't know. But it seems like phone games are, yeah, they're getting better. They're getting to the point where they're starting to look like console games. But they gotten to the point where they no longer seem interesting to me. Like, they're no longer, like, I don't have a thrill in playing phone games no more. I don't. Like, the last time I got a thrill was during Daybreak Legends, which is the game. Oh, hell no. Was during the game that I'm playing now. Don't know, just pop me in the face, man. And, like, other than that, like, every phone game I played previous to that, I got, like, a little joy out of it. I grind, I got up to the top, and then there was nothing left. And I'm like, there's literally nothing left. And then I'm done. It has been like this with every game. I played a version of Clash of Clans that was, what was it? I think it was Samurai Siege? Because I'm more of the kind of like, I like the Samurai eras and stuff like that. I took that, got to like level like 50 or something, and then stopped because I no longer had a throw for it. It was done. I took another game. I'm trying to remember the name of this game. It was a game that my friend was playing, and he goes, "Hey, I want you to play this game with me." I was like, "All right, cool." Started playing this game. Started to get somewhere. Started to get up to the top. And it got to the point where I constantly kept getting attacked because he wanted me to join this thing, and this group had pretty much took over like this entire map. It was like a kind of like a strategy kind of game, and this group was such were so bad that it was either you joined them or you died, and they constantly attacked you. They didn't care what was going on. I was still a new person. I was like maybe level like 3, and they constantly attacked me if I wasn't on. And I wasn't like, hey, it got to the point where I got wiped out. And he's like, yeah, I'm done, because nobody else is, like, everybody in my guild's, like, eventually left. And then, you know, that's when we found Daybreak Legends. Now, his roommate found a game that was like Daybreak Legends, but it was a different title.
We have an agent on the roof.
Okay.
Candle made it to your position.
But the thing is that I'm not about to do a game that's exactly like a game I'm playing already. That defeats the purpose of me playing whatever game I'm playing now. It really does. So, despite the fact that phone games are not really, like, interesting to me anymore, despite this fact, I mean, don't get me wrong, there's still plenty of phone games out there that may catch my interest, like, what was it? Like Skullgirl. I like the little hand-drawn animation, but it was a fighting game. My specialty is fighting games. Eventually, I learned how to do a pop-up, and then when I learned how to do a pop-up in Skullgirl, I eventually stopped playing it. Why? Because there was no longer a thrill for me. I learned how to do pop-ups, was followed by air combos, was followed by wall destruction, like I pin you in a corner. It was no longer fun. This is what I'm trying to say. Yes, I love the cartoony version of how the characters were drawn, but it was no longer fun for me. I may play it again, I may not, I don't know. I found out that there is a version of it on the PS4. I thought about checking that out, because I think it was free, but if it wasn't a thrill for me on the phone, I don't know how this would be different. Maybe I just need to go play that again and go further and then start playing against other people. Maybe. Only just slightly dipped into that. I didn't like do much with it. I just dipped into it. Let's see here. What would be the only other complaint I would... But it's not really a complaint. I mean, I talked about how, you know, a lot of them would like you to pay money to, you know, get ahead of everybody. I talk about how, you know, you're gonna do certain things in, like, each game. That they do it based on time sessions, so that way you have to continue to play. Which I think that's pretty good. The only other game that I'm somewhat kind of playing, like, kind of not, because I haven't picked it up since Daybreak Legends, was Sword Art Online. Memory Defragment. I played that game, I loved that game, I left the game, I came back to the game, left the game, came back to the game. I recently came back to the game because they made guilds, I made a guild there, I was having fun with it, got my wife into it, got her involved into it. What happened? Got to the point where I got bored with it. Straight up got bored with it. I got a couple of high tier people, I maxed them out as almost as high as they can go, and it got to the point where it no longer seemed fun for me. Yes, it was something I could do constantly, there was no time limit in certain things, but it got to the point where it's no longer fun for me. And I think that's one of the reasons why I don't really do that many phone games anymore. It's because it gets to the point where to me it seems too easy to grind in these games. And then it gets to the point where you grind, you get to the top, and then you're like, what's left? There's nothing. Nothing's left. I mean, unless you are truly dedicated and truly love a game, and you stay in the game for a long time, long time, which I've only done that with 2 games, well, 2 phone games. I've only done it with 2 phone games. The last time I went back to this phone game that I truly loved, it was, what it was Tekken, was it Tekken card tournament, which was pretty much like a big game of rock paper scissors in card formats. And you know, I don't even think I'm max level on there. I really don't. Got to the point where, you know, I put money into the game. I was getting packs. I was loving it. I got like a bunch of rare things. I left, came back, left, came back, left, came back. Last time I was there, I was with a group. You know, I tried to stay active. Got to the point where it slowly stopped becoming fun for me again. So I left. Would I go back to it? Maybe. I don't know. But it's hard to find a game. Ooh. Don't want to die before I killed him. But no, it seems to be hard to find a game that can catch your interest and can keep you engaged and interested in the game long enough to the point where... Okay. Woo! Almost had him. I took a chance with that one. Took a chance, man. Took a chance. Alright. That'll have you in the game long enough to where you can not only stay engaged, but it is truly fun. And it gets to the point where now I do everything I do in Daybreak Legends in the mornings. And then I jump up online at night. I help out people at night. Do some guild stuff. I'm actually doing more guild stuff now because I'm starting to get the timing down of what time these things happen. Still don't know how to tell what the game time is on the game. Still don't know how to do that, but that's okay. I don't know. I don't know. You win some, you lose some, I guess. I don't know. Anyways, I did tell my son I would make this short because he does want to continue watching Yu Yu Hakusho. Yes, I got my son hooked on anime. It only took me watching more anime to get him hooked. But the thing is, I'm trying so hard to stay away from the Japanese talking anime ones, which is why I have not completed One Piece, because it's all Japanese. Because my son's trying to learn English. I don't need him trying to learn and understand Japanese when he's struggling with English as it is. Just no. That's no. But anyways, he does want to see who would win this Dark Tournament. He thinks Yusuke's gonna win, but from the way it's looking, Toguro might, you know, end up killing him just by slapping him really hard in the face. I don't know. Anyways, guys, this is all for this week's episode of After Hump. Trying to think. Yeah, this is the last episode of After Hump for, I think, yeah, last episode of After Hump of the year. I hope you guys have a really awesome New Year's. I hope this year was great for everyone. I've had some ups and downs with this year, but in the end, I accomplished so much this year. It is unbelievable. I got a car, got a license, bought a house, extended my relationship with my wife, got a better job. You know, there's a lot of shit that happened this year that pulled me through just all kinds of things. I mean, started this stream, just everything. So I hope that this year you accomplished what it is that you needed to accomplish. And I hope that in years to come, you can continue to either rise up or fall so far down to the point where you can't go any further down but to go straight up. Because as the statement goes, as some people like to say, you have to fall before you rise. I didn't fall. I tripped. Almost fell on my face, and then when I started running again, I ran a hell of a lot faster, and I got to where I am now. And I'm loving it. I truly am. I am loving it. Anyways, guys, I'd like to thank you yet again for joining me on another episode of After Hump. You can always look back into these episodes on my YouTube channel in case you missed it. But again, it's coming to you. It does not matter. I don't think you guys understand this, so I'm going to say it one more time. It does not matter what is going on. It does not matter if it's a holiday, if I'm on a cruise ship, if I'm on vacation. It does not matter. After Hump will be coming to you live every single Wednesday, 10 a.m. my time, to God knows whenever. Minimum of 30 minutes, maximum of 3 hours. It is what it is. I now unlocked the medical wing. Gotta do this first part here. But anyways, guys, I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of the year. And I will see you guys next year. And yet again, I say it all the time. Be nice. Don't kill anybody at work. It's not worth it. Anyways, guys, see you guys next week. Peace. I'm out. Enjoy your New Year's like I will. I will have a New Year's party like I always do. And eventually I'll get to the point where I will invite anybody on the stream to join. I don't care. I mean, I have a big enough house. I got a big backyard. As long as you guys don't mind the cold, you're welcome to join. Anyways, guys, have a good year.